Think beach life is only for the rich? Think again. In 2025, there are hidden gems across America where you can live steps from the sand without draining your bank account. From the Gulf Coast to the Carolinas, we've uncovered 10 insanely affordable beach towns where you can buy a home for less than the national average. Yes, real beach living on a real budget. Some are artsy, some are old school. All are way cheaper than you think. And number one, it might just blow your mind. Ready to find your affordable piece of paradise? Let's dive into the top 10 cheapest beach towns in the U.S. Number 10. Gulfport, Mississippi. Let's kick things off with number 10 on our countdown. Welcome to Gulfport, Mississippi. This coastal gem currently has median home prices around $215,000 as of June 2025, nearly 57% below the national average. And when it comes to the cost of living, Gulfport clocks in at about 15% cheaper than the U.S. average, with housing running approximately 31% lower, groceries about 5% less, and lifestyle essentials like entertainment and services 14% more affordable. You'll find monthly rent averages near $1,100. Utilities are slightly below average, and overall you're paying way less while living by the Gulf of Mexico. What's cool about Gulfport? From 6.7 miles of white sand beaches to local casinos, cultural festivals like Cruisin' the Coast, and a vibrant fish rodeo scene, this place is small-town charm with big-time Gulf vibes. Number 9. Surfside Beach, South Carolina. Rolling in at number 9, say hello to Surfside Beach, South Carolina, aka the Family Beach. As of mid-2025, homes here are selling for a median price around $526,450. That's about 50% higher than the U.S. average, reflecting its sought-after feel in the Grand Strand coastal market. But despite pricier homes, Surfside's overall cost of living is about 9 to 10% less than the national average, thanks to reasonable rent, utilities, and local prices. Housing costs are around 116% of the U.S. average, and two-bed rent averages about $1,190 per month, slightly under the national rate. With under 5,000 residents, Surfside Beach delivers that small-town vibe, with highly rated schools, peaceful beaches, and walkable local bars and restaurants. It's rated a solid A- for cost of living and B+ for families. Of course, it's not all perfect. Crime runs a bit higher than the South Carolina average, and the market is less competitive, with homes lingering on the market for 85 days on average. Despite that, Surfside stands out with its clean beaches, friendly vibes, and real coastal charm, especially for families or retirees craving a quieter life near the ocean. Number 8. Corpus Christi, Texas. Now hitting number 8 on our list is Corpus Christi, Texas, your beach town gateway to affordable coastal living. As of mid-2025, the median listing price is hovering around $295,000, with the median sold price also near $248,600, about 40% below the national average. That makes coastal living feel surprisingly within reach. And the cost of living? It's a full 11% cheaper than the U.S. average, with housing costs an impressive 22% below average. Even though utilities run around 10 to 14% higher, overall you're saving big. Renters pay around $1,165 per month, and if you're buying, home prices average in the low to mid 200,000s. With a median household income of around $66,300, Corpus scores great for value. It's more than just affordability. This city blends Gulf beaches, the iconic USS Lexington Aircraft Carrier Museum, the Texas State Aquarium, and bustling local festivals. Add some killer surfing, boating, and fresh-catch dining, and you've got serious coastal lifestyle appeal. Sure, it's humid and traffic can be a thing. Locals joke about the moisture and mosquitoes, and driving requires solid defensive skills. But most residents say it's still easier to get around here than in Houston or Vegas, and the vibe is unbeatable. Number 7. Ocean Springs, Mississippi. Coming in at number 7, here's Ocean Springs, Mississippi, affectionately known as the City of Discovery. Ready for surprisingly upscale coastal living on a budget? As of June 2025, the median listing price sits around $293,100, while the typical sold price clocks in at about $255,300, according to local market reports, well below most coastal towns. And talking affordability, Ocean Springs has a cost of living index of 83.5, translating to 16.5% cheaper than the national average, even though it's a bit above the Mississippi average. Housing costs run about 30% lower than the U.S. average, and two-bedroom rent averages around $1,000 a month, a steal compared to typical metro markets. For under 20,000 locals, this city blends strong arts culture with galleries, studios, and the famous Peter Anderson Festival, with historic charm, bay views, and easy access to Gulf beaches and barrier islands. Of course, every paradise has its flip side. Locals say mosquitoes are relentless, especially in summer, and flood and wind insurance premiums can be steep. The beaches here are bay-based, not typical blue water Gulf scenes, and traffic and parking can get tricky downtown. But for many, Ocean Springs' walkable downtown, great schools, and cultural vibe make it well worth it. Number 6. Gulf Shores, Alabama. Sliding into number 6 is Gulf Shores, Alabama, where resort town living meets surprising affordability. As of mid-2025, median listing home prices hover between $530,000 and $555,000 per Realtor.com and Redfin. That's significantly above the national median, but still real estate value when you're getting beach access included. But here's the twist. The total cost of living index is just about 5.5% below the U.S. average, score around 94.5, according to Best Places. Although housing costs are higher, other essentials, groceries, transportation, healthcare, help balance things out. Looking at rent? A two-bedroom clocks in around $1,240 per month, which is 13% cheaper than the national average. Utilities usually run slightly under or near average. The population sits around 15 to 22,000 depending on the season. Tourist influx spikes summer numbers. This coastal city is famous for Gulf State Park, the iconic Hangout Music Festival, championship golf at Kiva Dunes, delicious seafood, and easy access to dolphin cruises and fishing charters. It isn't all perfect. Home insurance and property taxes are steep, driven up by hurricane risks and tourism demand. Locals often mention seasonal traffic gridlock and premium BBQ-style food prices in peak summer. Still, if you're chasing sunny beaches, outdoor festivals, and a laid-back Gulf Coast lifestyle, for less than you'd expect this close to the sand, Gulf Shores delivers serious value. Number 5. Port Lavaca, Texas. Landing at number 5 is Hidden Gem, Port Lavaca, Texas, a serene bayside retreat that punches above its weight in affordability. As of June 2025, the median sale price here is a jaw-dropping $179,500. That's over 47% below the national median and clear proof that coastal living doesn't have to break the bank. And when it comes to overall living costs, Port Lavaca scores an index of 78.3, meaning it's roughly 21.7% cheaper than the U.S. average, with housing at about 50% lower, and rent for a two-bedroom unit coming in around $890 a month, nearly 38% less than the national norm. With a cozy population under 12,000, this bayside haven boasts Magnolia Beach, Bayfront Peninsula Park, and one of the country's top migratory birdwatching spots. 400 species flood through every year. Add in history buffs' favorites like the Calhoun County Museum and the LaSalle Monument, and this town serves up culture beside the coast. And sure, there are trade-offs. The small market size means limited nightlife and fewer big-box amenities. Plus, the local insurance and flood coverage can be tricky thanks to lagoon and bay flooding risk. But many locals say that peace, affordability, and a relaxed pace make it worth it. Number 4. Newport Richey, Florida. Coming in at number 4 is Newport Richey, Florida, where affordable coastal living meets small-town vibe. As of June 2025, the median listing home price in Newport Richey is approximately $257,000, with homes selling for about 2.3% below asking price on average. And when it comes to overall living costs, Newport Richey is 3% less expensive than the national average and 11% more affordable than the average city in Florida. Looking at rentals, two-bedroom apartments in Newport Richey range from $1,300 to $1,800 per month, offering a variety of options to fit your budget. Beyond the numbers, Newport Richey offers a vibrant community with a rich history and plenty to explore. From the scenic Coty River to the charming downtown area, there's always something to see and do. Number 3. Atlantic City, New Jersey. Climbing into number 3 on our list. Welcome to Atlantic City, New Jersey, the East Coast's Las Vegas for way less. As of June 2025, the median home sale price is approximately $227,450. That's about 33% below the national average, making this iconic destination shockingly affordable. And about the cost of living? Atlantic City rates around 93.9, meaning the total cost is roughly 6.1% lower than the U.S. average, and a full 21.6% less expensive than the typical New Jersey city. Housing costs run about 47% below U.S. norm, and two-bedroom rent averages near $1,410 per month, slightly cheaper than the national average. This city packs the boardwalk, beach access, casinos, amusement piers, festivals, dining, and nightlife, all without the steep price tag of nearby shore towns like Brigantine or Ocean City. City life here comes with reality checks too. Locally raised concerns include crime hotspots, homelessness, and service gaps in some neighborhoods. But despite those trade-offs, Atlantic City's upswing in development, evolving entertainment economy, and resilient housing market make it a strong, value-packed coastal option. Number 2. Deerfield Beach, Florida. And now our number 2 pick. Say hello to Deerfield Beach, Florida, where vibrant coastal vibes meet serious value. As of June 2025, the median home sale price stands at around $290,000, roughly 15.8% lower than the year before and well below many South Florida peers. But here's the twist. Citywide cost of living runs about 10% above the U.S. average due to higher housing and dining costs, even though groceries and utilities stay close to average. Housing is about 18% pricier than national norm, with two-bedroom rent around $1,890 a month. And while that's 32% above average, it's still lower than staples like Boca or Miami. Home to nearly 87,000 residents, Deerfield Beach strikes a rich balance of urban energy and beach serenity. Its sprawling Blue Wave certified beach, nearly 1,000-foot fishing pier, cable ski courses, and lush nature trails draw families, retirees, and young pros alike. Sure, it's not the cheapest coastal town, but for South Florida, Deerfield delivers top-tier beach access and culture for notably less than Miami or Palm Beach. Number 1. Pascagoula, Mississippi. And topping our 2025 list of cheapest beach towns, number 1 is Pascagoula, Mississippi, Mississippi's revived coastal sweetheart. As June 2025, the median listing price is just $120,000, topping the chart for the second year running. Homes here go for nearly 40% below the national average. And if you check Zillow, the current median sale price hovers around $151,800, with typical home values at roughly $143,000, making beachside living accessible in a way few coastal cities can touch. Renters? In Pascagoula, average monthly rent is about $908, which is nearly 20% below U.S. norms. Meanwhile, the cost of living index lands around 83 to 84, with housing costs 32 to 38% lower, transportation about 7% cheaper, and groceries falling around 6% below average, making it a clear budget winner. Pascagoula may be small, just over 22,000 residents, but it's brimming with character. A riverside walkable downtown, historic La Pointe Krebs House, lush live oaks, and nature-rich access to Petit Bois Island. There's even a beach named Buffett Beach, honoring local legend Jimmy Buffett. Of course, it's not without its trade-offs. Property insurance costs are elevated, and median household income sits near $45,000, below the national median. Still, locals praise affordability above all. But for folks dreaming of affordable waterview homes, revitalized coastal towns, and fresh Gulf breezes on a modest budget, Pascagoula delivers in spades.